Hey guys, this is Kuda Biza, and it's all about being committed to excellence, as you can see with my T-shirt. And in this interview series, I'm going to be bringing in entrepreneurs that I know are really committed to excellence. And the guest that I have today is a guest that I've known for quite some time, and I've been able to really see firsthand that she's truly committed to excellence. Her name is Hauwa Indimi Yaradua, and we went to school together. And it's been an incredible journey to see where she's gone from when we were in school to where she is today. And you guys are going to learn a lot from Hauwa. Hauwa, how are you doing?
Hi, Kuda. Good morning to you, because it's afternoon here.
Yes. Well, tell the guests where you are.
I'm in Nigeria at the moment. That's where I live.
That's amazing. So, it's been it seems like yesterday, right, when we were at Lynn walking on campus in Boca Raton, and now we've grown up and we're doing grown-up things. So what is your, maybe your favorite memory from when you were at Lynn working on your degree?
My favorite memories from Lynn have to be the times that I lived on campus, and they are all like in the cafeteria at midnight. So when I joined Lynn was when they made the caf 24 hours. So we would be there at midnight eating burgers and having the biggest laughs. So that has to be my fondest memories.
Yeah. Well, you came to Lynn, a little bit later after me. When I first started, it wasn't 24 hours. And I think you and I actually met at the MCC 2014 conference when I came to speak, and I played a Nigerian Afrobeat song, and I think that's when you realized that I was from Africa. So do you remember that moment? What kind of like struck you during MCC 2014?
Yes, that was a very, very, it was a wonderful event. I remember you on Star performing This Is My Era. That was the first time I heard it for the first time, and that was the highlight of my night. I was like, okay, there's this African guy that is so inspiring, after the speech and everything. And then this song that is so uplifting. Immediately after you guys finished performing, I remember I was just going on stage to meet you. And that was when we met for the first time. So that event was everything, because after that we got to become friends. I got to visit you guys, you helping me with my business ideas. So MCC was just amazing.
Yeah, and the thing about life is all about inspiring each other, and one person that has inspired us all obviously has been your father, right? So here's a picture of you and your sister at graduation with your dad, and he's been an amazing inspiration. When I just gave the graduation speech at Lynn to the graduating classes of 2020 and 2021, I made sure I highlighted that, and I'm pretty sure he's been a big inspiration in your life. So can you maybe articulate a little bit about what your dad has really been able to impart to you in your journey growing up?
My dad has been my hero. Just his stories about building himself from nothing has to be the most motivating thing in our lives. I think his kids, this is a guy that hasn't had any Western education, taught himself several languages, started from as little as selling chicken, and I mean by the side of the road type of chicken, like a few, to becoming the billionaire that he is, So every day we need to touch base on just knowing that you can do whatever you set your mind to. We just look at our dad. So I was so honored when you mentioned him in your speech. I was so happy. Thank you so much for that. But yeah, he's an amazing guy, honestly. So grateful.
He truly is. And for me, I take inspiration because I didn't come from money or anything like that. I came to America with $40 in my pocket, and I was always wondering, am I going to make the next year? Am I going to still be here? I'm going to be kicked out. But, by God's grace, I was able to find my way, and just taking inspiration from people like, your dad and others, to just keep fighting. And, I am at a much different place right now than I used to be before. And I think you have now taken on that same entrepreneurial spirit from your dad, because I was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw this interesting video. Let me just share this video real quick.
Okay.
So it looks like someone is an entrepreneur now.
Yes. A proud one at that.
So tell me about your skincare line, because it looks like it's something that you're really passionate about. You use really clean ingredients. As I was starting digging into it, and it's changing women's lives. And I have 4 sisters and a wife, and I know what feeling beautiful can really mean to a woman. So tell me more a little bit about your skincare line.
Started in Boca with some years ago with Deshani, who this was like the rise of the selfie time. So we would always take selfies and everything, and then we just felt like there was something missing. Now, we were very confident girls, alhamdulillah. We never really had bad skin, but we realized quickly that we could enhance our beauty. You know what I mean? So we started looking more into it, and the fact that beauty is not just, it's not all about makeup. What's under the makeup? You know what I mean? So Deshani and I started doing our research, getting excited. We started with the oil cleansing method, using oils to cleanse our face. She had a bit of acne back then, so we would be trying things, what would clear it and what would make me glow, and giving some to my sister to try and stuff like that. Pushed that idea aside because college was college. We were college kids and we were busy with school. Until my master's, my final year, for my project, I decided, you know what, let me bring up this skincare idea and share it with my class. I did that. Everybody thought it was wonderful. Fast forward to when I came to get married, and there would be this traditional spa that we do in a lot of African countries. And I was so intrigued by the natural ingredients and the natural mud masks and the, turmeric and everything. And that was really when I said, okay, it's time to bring that dream to reality. What I started with my Sri Lankan friend and gave it a Sri Lankan name.
I was gonna ask you what it meant. So that's the inspiration behind the name.
We were really taking ideas from both cultures, and I would share things in Hausa and she would share things in Sinhala. And Thel just stood out for me. I was like, I love Thel, and it means oil as well. And most of these things, even soaps, can't be made without oil, So it just really felt like whole, and I took it from there. The first product we introduced was the spirulina face mask, and these Chadian ladies swore by it when they were doing my body, my skincare routines for my wedding, and I found out how much it is used in the Chadian culture. They even eat it because they believe that it cures cancer and stuff like that.
And even in America, spirulina, it's a product that's sold. You go into Whole Foods, you'll see it there.
So after that, I found it on Amazon, and the next time I visited, I bought some and put it in my smoothie. Now I have some to put in my smoothie in my house. So it was a journey of learning more about what I can get, what I can use, and with, Africa is so great. We have so many things, so many ingredients that elsewhere in the world would be even so expensive, but we have them in abundance,
Yep.
Into turmeric, and that's it. Then from there, we've just been growing, and it's been one of the best journeys ever.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
what is your vision for the brand?
When I started, I struggled with that. I was like, it's something to find things that work for your skin, love it, introduce it to people and sell it. But where am I going with this? Until I became a mom. This is where the mompreneur comes in. I found that now I have a solid purpose. It's different for everyone. But once I had my baby, I felt like, okay, I want to leave a legacy behind, I want something that my children would be able to take on later on in life if they wanted to. I want them to look up to me as their mom. I know the world has moved on from just dads building the legacies. Moms have been doing it too. And I want to be one of those, So
And you're doing it. I think
started,
that's the most important thing, right? You're doing it right now.
Yeah. So I started expanding my thoughts away from just pouches of face masks to thinking of spas in the future.
Wow.
As much as I can do. So, from reading your book, I read about risk taking and your whys. And so now I'm going to move on to take that step. I feel like it's risky because I'm going to be moving with my son. I'm going to be leaving my husband back here just to go and get more knowledge and go to beauty school and see what I can get just to come back and pump it into the brand. So yeah.
It's part of the journey, right? I think every entrepreneur will tell you that, you're going to have to make some sacrifices along the way. And, I call it cost of doing business, so you cannot want the dream without the hustle, right? You're going to have to get, comfortable with taking both into the mix because
Absolutely.
the dream comes with the hustle. So I appreciate that, you're willing to make these big sacrifices and, going to get more education to really build it into a big brand. And maybe hopefully you can bring it to the US and, take it globally as well, especially now with e-commerce, with things like Amazon. I think the potential for you to be able to do that is really there. So what's been the most challenging part of, starting your skincare line?
Well, I would say now, at the beginning, I have a a degree in marketing and one in communications, and I thought I knew about business, But starting, I didn't really feel like I had problems. Like, it was just like, okay, let's just package this, make sure it's all good, get it approved, put it out there. Until becoming a mom and wanting to expand the business, now the challenges are coming in. So I'm finding it tough sometimes to balance being a homemaker and having a startup. I call it a startup because it's been 3 years, but we're still just trying to find our market and everything. So it's definitely been balancing everything, because when you have a startup, everything depends on you. In the beginning, you make the decisions. You're the creative mind behind it. I made the logos. I did the social media content.
Wow.
I also decided what products we should put out there. I did the research, So it becomes a bit overwhelming when you also have a loving husband at home and a kid, and you want everything to be right for them as well. But now I'm finding the balance because I'm starting to hire more people, since I know my weaknesses to do with the finance aspect of things and accounting.
The numbers.
Yes. So as we're growing, it's becoming less of a hassle.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's part of the journey. Now you said something about you designed the logo. Let me just bring it back. I want to bring a throwback, right?
Okay.
Do you remember this logo?
Very well.
Is,
Oh,
is is there any chance that this brand is gonna see the market? House of
yes,
Hauwa. I really like the logo, by the way. I liked
I
the
love the
the
logo, but
gold and the simplicity in it. So, any plans of resurrecting House of Hauwa?
absolutely. Now that, the world is all about multiple streams of income.
Yep, yep, yep.
So I do see myself owning a jewelry or an accessory brand later
Mm-hmm,
on
mm-hmm.
when I am more, when Thel is more out there and it's doing better than it is.
Yep.
But it probably won't be called House of Hauwa
You
because
you'll
everyone,
probably change it.
yeah, I'll probably change it. But I love that logo too, and I'll see how I can incorporate everything.
Yeah, yeah. I love the brand, and I think the vision was amazing. So it's
Yeah.
really good. So you've had a very interesting journey, right? So you said you went to school and you studied communications, and you also
Mhm.
did marketing. But I think communications for you is something that really comes naturally. And for people who follow you on social media, they can really see how good you are at, in front of the camera. Like you're really good, you're confident, you have this poise, and you have a YouTube
Thank you.
channel with a very big following. Tell me more about your YouTube channel and what you're doing with that.
My YouTube channel was created just to share my journeys in life and my travels and just fun things. It was never meant to be a serious thing. I never wanted to be a YouTuber who would post one video every week just because I know that I can get a bit busy in my own life and I don't want to share everything all the time. So it's just something I really wanted to do for fun. And it also fits into the whole influencer thing,
Hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
because when I was in college, I was following so many of them and I would learn so much from them on YouTube. I started YouTubing things. Well, now I YouTube things instead of Googling them.
Yeah.
So,
YouTube is like the number two search engine in the world.
right. So, because it was something, a platform that I was always on, I was like, I need to start sharing as well. So that was how that
Well,
came about.
well, you do a really good job with it, and
Thank you.
you have what 64,000 subscribers. You've been
I
able to
know
grow
every
it.
day I think there are 64,000 people who believe
Yeah,
in me because
it
hitting that subscribe button, honestly,
is
that
it's
means you
crazy.
want to see more from the person. So each time I
But
don't post a video, I feel like I'm letting someone down.
but what strikes me though is I look at some of these videos, 750,000 views. I mean, for me, it's like, wow, I want to be like you. In fact, I want to launch my YouTube channel as well, and it's something that I've been working on, and I've been paying attention to you and what you're doing, and you seem to have the formula. So, any tips and tricks to an up and coming, YouTuber, someone who's trying to build their own channel? Any words of advice that you can share?
Honestly, what I've realized is that you just have to share what people are curious about. That's
Mhm.
with the views. My most viewed are weddings. And
Ah.
I think in Nigeria or in the northern part of Nigeria, we just generally love everything to do with weddings, maybe because we do get married young around here. So
Mhm.
everybody is curious. And apart from just Nigeria, the whole world, many people, you'd find more people that are interested in learning about people's culture
Mhm.
than a lot of other things. So people are
So
curious. When you say how a particular culture does this thing this way, people are interested to know how it's done.
okay.
So I feel like it's just doing things that would catch people's attention.
So I think I'm gonna be a wedding crasher, and I'm gonna like crash different weddings and just build a YouTube channel, being like a professional wedding crasher. I think. You think that'll
I
take
don't
off?
know how you would do that. This is totally off of the Kuda I know, who is more about inspiring people. But there's something
Well,
about what you do as well. People are always looking for a little lift, and motivation.
so I can crash the wedding and then give an inspirational speech and then
Now
leave.
that
So that could be
perfect.
something.
Yes.
So while I was watching one of your videos, I found something that kind of like reminded me of, our time back in Boca. So I'm going to share this clip real quick.
My food, my coffee. I'm having waffles, chicken sausages, potatoes, baked beans. He's still not back yet. I am the cat mommy. I fed one and they're all here. Hi.
Oh.
Oh my god, there's a lot of them.
Now, the Second World War, much later. So these
So do you still consider yourself a cat mom, considering, Ethel and whatnot? So tell me about your journey as a cat mom and where you are within that journey. Because the reason why I shared this is, when in school you had this wonderful cat, and do you miss Ethel?
I miss Eiffel. I miss Eiffel. When I was coming back after college, I was like, okay, Deshani, because she had visited Deshani's parents, Deshani, my friend, in Seattle a few times when I had to come back to Nigeria for like summer or December holidays. And I was like, Deshani, your parents love Eiffel. Can you ask them if she can visit them again? And since then, we just decided that she'll live with them while I'm back here in Nigeria. And she's having a blast. She's a queen over there because Deshani's dad spoils her all the time. She's always laying on him. She loves her life. In the winters, they get her like a jacket. It's just so funny. So Eiffel is my cat, who is a Persian cat. Yep. And she has fluffy hair. She's beautiful.
And do you get pictures? Do you get pictures of her from the family and stuff, showing her like how she's doing?
Yes, they send me pictures after she's groomed.
Really?
Whenever they put her a new jacket that was hilarious when they sent me that. So I'm sure she might not remember me. I don't know about cats having. They do have good memories, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think animals have an interesting instinct, right? So I was watching a YouTube video where this guy who had grown up with lions, when they were cubs, and he wasn't there for 10 years, and then he came back, and they remembered him, and these were now like fully grown like lions. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm just gonna share my screen real quick so that people can see Eiffel. So there's a picture of you and her.
Oh yeah,
from way back when. But I wouldn't be surprised if she still remembers you. But it's good to know that she's in safe hands and she's living the life, and she's now on the West Coast. I would have wanted her though, and I thought we spoke about this, for you to take her with you to Nigeria, because then it would have been good to see how she would have been able to interact.
You always made fun of her and the other Nigerian cats in the neighborhood.
She was going to be a hit. She's like, the moment she arrived, like all the cats are going to be at your house.
Oh, she's going to be an ajebata. Do you know what that means?
No, what does that mean?
It means you're like posh. You stand out. So
she was going to be the Kim Kardashian cat in Nigeria. So as we wrap things up, Hauwa, what business words of advice would you give to listeners? Because I'm pretty sure that there are some listeners who have an idea. Some of them could be moms, or maybe they're still in school, but they haven't really taken that step to actually make that idea come true. And especially if there are like ladies listening in. So what words of advice would you like to give them?
I would say just have a goal. When you have a goal that you're trying to reach, it makes it easier for you to keep going, and you have to find that thing that motivates you. Like for me now is the fact that I'm a mom and how much I want to leave something behind for my kids, and for them to be able to say, oh, my mom was a businesswoman, my mom did this and that. And just like my dad is to me. So I think you should just find that goal, aim at it, know your why, as we find out in your book. And yeah, it becomes easier.
Great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And it's really been a pleasure to see you grow from, graduating from school, starting your own business in Nigeria, and also now being a mom to Oganoa, and just seeing how, he's bringing a lot of joy to you and your family, but also how you're balancing the two, right? Where you're being an amazing mom and you're also being this risk taker that's building this amazing business. And I can't wait to see what you're going to do over the next couple of years. I think you're going to do some really breakthrough stuff. So I'm going to keep a close eye on your progress. And if there's anything that I can do to help you, you always know that I'm here, and I'm rooting for you, and I'll do anything within my power to make sure you're successful.
Thank you so much, Kuda. It was a pleasure to be here, interviewed by you, and to appear on your new YouTube channel. Yes. I wish you all the best with that journey. And thank you so much for your kind words. It was really good to reconnect because we haven't seen each other in a while.
I know. Well, thank you so much for your time. I know you have a party that you have to go attend to. So
yes.
Time to wear the mom hat now. So anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. This was an amazing interview with Hauwa. And stay tuned for more. Make sure you click the subscribe button, and we'll be connecting soon.